Hey y'all, happy Monday. It is the 3rd of August. Miles is in the floor playing with the dog. So anyway, I'm going to keep this short and non-specific. But today we're just kind of getting back in the groove of life after the weekend. I became aware that, first let me back up. There are some really wonderful teachers in the world, and there are a couple. Now, there are more wonderful teachers in the world than there are not great teachers. But, it's like any profession. Everybody's not perfect and magical and extraordinary and wonderful and, beautiful. There are some sour grapes along the way that you just really should not, you want to stay away from them. They're just not. Anyway, I became aware today, through some circumstances, that somebody that I would easily include on the top 3 worst educators that I've ever encountered. And I've had a lot of interactions with educators. But this would be one of the worst, one of the worst of the worst. And for whatever reason, that I'm not going to share, I did not think that they were still currently around kids, and they're not. They're not doing harm. I mean, they're not selling drugs. They're not abusing children. They're not having sex with the kids. It's none of that. It's not illegal. But certainly just someone that I believe should not be in education, and it absolutely should not be around students of any age. I just became aware today that one of those people is still in the classroom. I'm going to tell you what, I just had a coronary when I found out. I don't know. I'm just really, it's just, sometimes you have to deal with people that are substandard and should not be doing what they're doing, but they are. Anyway, I'm just going to keep my finger on that little pulse and watch from a distance as best I can. And just keep my ear to the ground for things that I might hear or become aware of. Anyway, because I don't want to be forced into a corner where I have to go and say something to the people that would have the authority and the ability to respond. But sometimes it's just an ongoing monitoring. It's another thing which now I find myself having to do, which I did not have time for and really have no interest in that. But it is just highly inappropriate that person should be in a classroom. So anyway, And to the rest of you teachers that do magic and work miracles and make sacrifices, hope you had a good first day. Thanks for doing what you do. You are loved and appreciated not enough. So let's dwell on those. But to the very few and far between that are inappropriate and misplaced and misguided, people are watching. People always see what you do. People pay attention. People remember. Anyway, and maybe this person's had a miraculous turnaround. Maybe they have found the light. So maybe that's the best thought for today. So let's just hope that they have gotten together. It would be a miraculous turn of events, but we'll hope for that. All right, you are loved. Have a good evening. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.